Hi everybody, Ben here. Welcome back to the channel. So Nevada Organic Phosphate really is a unique organic fertilizer pre-resource company. And really there's no other large scale organic fertilizer company out there. There are some other smaller scale organic phosphate fertilizer companies, but no one really has the potential size that Nevada Organic Phosphate has. So it is very early stage. They have done some drilling at their Murdoch property, Murdoch Mountain property, located in, of course, Nevada. And they've had some pretty promising looking results. They've also done some testing for heavy metals in the resource. And they've also got some interesting results that came back. And the market cap of this one is only $17 million. So it's a very cheap stock, very low market cap that's showing a lot of potential and promise. They do have an issue with the fertilizer industry from all the processing of the phosphate resource. It creates a really nasty byproduct that's actually radioactive and it's very toxic to the environment. The water hits it, it leaches into the ground. It's a real issue in the industry, but there's good if you have an organic phosphate company like this one, there's very little processing. You just basically blow it up, dig it up, and bag it and ship it out. It really is that simple. So very little processing, and there's none of that nasty radioactive byproducts. So good results from the initial drilling, and they have done some testing for heavy metals to make sure that it is labeled organic, and they got that organic certification, and it's only a $17 million market cap. So we'll take a look at some of the drilling they did last year. That was their initial drilling program by this company. They drilled 6 holes. They got very consistent, sort of continuous results. 4 or 5 meters. You can see them there, and around 10% P2O5. So they think this is a very um, consistent resource, very large resource again, potentially 200 million tons. They also did some samples for heavy metals, and they tested 3 of their first 3 holes, and they sent away some samples, and those samples were all pretty much under the allowable limits of the heavy metals. So this is the sample results here on the left, if you want to look at them. And over here on the right, the it has the top is just the heavy metals, and then underneath it's the allowable SUIP limits, and in the middle that's the California. Those are a little bit stricter limits for those heavy metals to be certified organic. And at the bottom is the weighted average for these results here on the left. So you can see, just from the quick look at the weighted average, they're well below the sort of allowable high-end limits for all the heavy metals. So initial testing is looking good, and initial drilling also looks like it's a very mineable grade of a project. And we'll take a look here just at the share price. You can see we got that bump up in January right here. That was a reaction to the press releases of the drill results and the test results for heavy metals. So the market did react to those results. It's been drifting lower. That could be because of some warrants being exercised or just, no news flow coming up in the stock lately. But they are going to try to get back up on Murdoch Mountain this month in March. The weather has been cooperating. No guarantees that they can get up there this March, and they do plan on doing more drilling this year, pending some permits. But it is looking good for them to get in there very soon and start drilling. I think it's I think they're onto something here. Pretty exciting story considering there is really no competition due to that scale issue. And it is going to address the environmental concerns of that kind of nasty byproduct from a lot of these fertilizers. So, take a look at Nevada Organic Phosphate. Again, with these really volatile, I mean, $17 million market cap stock, it's definitely for that maybe 10% high risk portion of your portfolio. Maybe you put 1% of your total portfolio into something like that. Just a suggestion, but again, I do own shares in the company, and this is sort of, I'll leave you with this sort of their motto: blow it up, dig it up, grind it up, bag it up, and ship it out by rail. It's just sort of the idea that there's very little processing that needs to be done at Murdoch Mountain to get that fertilizer out to the market. And again, very environmentally friendly, going towards the a very high growth organic fertilizer market. Okay, so again, I do own shares in the company, not financial advice. Please do your own research and make your own financial decisions. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.